My name is Dennis Lovell, and I'm a Freemason. I was initiated and raised at Henry Barnes Lodge, number 607 in Dayton, Kentucky. In August of 2008 was when I was initiated, and I was raised in December of 2008. Some of the things that influenced me to become a Freemason were my love for history, that search for knowledge. That was one of the things that really drew me to it. Some of the mystery, some of the secrets that people talk about. The Freemasonry has been kind of shrouded or talked about kind of in hushed tones sometimes, I think, when it comes to what it is. Because they say it's a society with secrets, not a secret society. So I think it's kind of got that mystique about it. So I've always been really interested in it. I've watched a lot of movies about it, and after going through the line or going through the initiation processes, I've gone back and watched those old movies and seen more things in those movies that I didn't notice initially that were more Freemason related, which I thought was very interesting. My brother and I were initiated and went through the whole process together. His father-in-law, who's now passed, had went through, and we were talking about it one day, and we were talking about getting in, and he said he'd help us do it, and he found Henry Barnes Lodge in Dayton, Kentucky for us, and we joined down there. There's a couple of things I enjoy most about Freemasonry. It's the fellowship. I really enjoy the people that I encounter during my travels and the things that I do and places I go and people that I see. I really enjoy those encounters. Always finding a friendly face wherever I go when it comes to going to the Blue Lodge, or for that matter, anywhere I go. I always feel like there's somewhere for me to land if I'm somewhere that I'm not familiar with. I've heard a bunch of stories about people being stranded in foreign countries and them not being Freemasons, but their father is or their grandfather is, and they've reached out to a local lodge there and they've gotten safe harbor, or they've gotten help, or they've gotten help however they need to go. One of them, I remember somebody getting stranded in Australia or somewhere, and the daughter was stranded and reached out to a local lodge, and the Lodge brothers put her up for a couple of days and got her a plane ticket home, and everything was great because she found a safe place to be. Freemason to me is being a Freemason is like being family with other guys that you didn't know you even had. That fellowship is an unbreakable bond, I think. Seeing the ring or seeing the Masonic symbols out in public makes me feel like I'm at home no matter where I'm at. For work a couple of years ago, I was transferred to Buffalo, New York, for 4 months for a work project. And I'm a pretty active guy when it comes to being in lodge or being in the shrine or being in the Scottish Rite or whatever I'm being a part of. I stay pretty active. When I was up there, it's just work, hotel, and work, and hotel, and work, and hotel. So I felt like I was missing something out of my life. So I reached out to the local shrine because I was doing more of that shrine stuff, and I knew there was a big shrine temple there locally. So I reached out to those guys, and they welcomed me in. We had lunch a couple of different times. One guy met me once a week, and we had lunch and dinner or whatever it was. But it gave me that feeling of home that I didn't have in Buffalo. It was a home away from home once I reached out to those guys. So the fellowship is a really big part of what I really enjoy about being a part of Freemasonry. So I'm involved in a couple of different appendant bodies, as well as the Blue Lodge. I'm a member of the Scottish Rite here in the Valley of Covington. I'm part of the Scots Honor Guard there in the Valley. We had started a Widow Sons chapter over in Dayton, Kentucky at one time. That has folded, but we did get that started and had a good time while we were doing it for the very short period of time. I never did join the New York Rite. It was never something that I did. I may do later, but I haven't done it as of yet. So I'm in a leadership role at the Syrian Shrine in Cincinnati. I am chief urbana is what they call it. I'll be potentate next year if elected. So chief urbana is all like a vice president role, if you will. I'm also in a couple of different other lines over there while within the shrine. At one time I was director of the Oriental Band, which is the guys who play the music and make all the loud noises. I was also a member of the Ruffians, which is a youth organization. I use the word youth loosely. Youth being any guy under the age of 50. I was president of that. I'm still president of that. So that's a pretty interesting process. And I've been president of the North Higgins Shrine Club for the last 5 years, it seems like. Besides those local unison clubs, I'm also part of the leadership of Ohio Shrine Association. I am the third vice president of that association. I'll be president of the association in 2029, as long as we keep going through it. And I am second vice president of the Great Lakes Shrine Association, which covers Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and I think Wisconsin is part of that Michigan, not Wisconsin, but Michigan. And I'm the second vice president of that organization, and I'll be president of that organization in 2028. So my calendar stays pretty full about things I'm doing and places I need to be. I travel quite extensively for the shrine. Me and my girlfriend, we've traveled extensively across Kentucky and Tennessee, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, up into Michigan. We've been to Buffalo, New York. We've been down to Florida. We've been to Reno, Nevada. Somebody asked us how many times we've been out this year. I think this is our fourth potentate ball this season. We've been to about 30 potentate balls now over the last 4 years. I enjoy the shrine because, again, it's like wherever you go, your family, wherever you end up at, it's home. Everyone's always super friendly. Everyone's always very hospitable. Everyone's happy to see us come and hang out, and very hospitable. It's very, very, very nice. The brother that everyone has, right? There's 2 or 3 guys that I could count on for anything. Have a conversation about whatever I need to have a conversation with, and that's invaluable. It's invaluable. Then you run across the guys who become some of the older guys have knowledge to pass on and give you. Your mentors, and it's not something that really in today's culture is having a mentor. Within Freemasonry, the Blue Lodge, and within the shrine as well, there's several guys that are my mentors. I've got mentors, and I can't say that everybody can say that they have that. They've got friends who can help and do something, but a real mentor, got a really strong influence in your life that's changed you in some kind of way. My friend Bob Wheeler, he passed away in March of last year, and we were really, really close and really tight. And when I ran through the chairs, Bob gave me his past master's jewel, which I was very touched by. And then when he passed away, it was sad because I was somewhere else. I couldn't get to him. And his family was calling me and telling me to he was asking for me. It's hard talking about. But he and I weren't related, but the bond was strong. It meant something. You don't find that everywhere. And I was lucky enough to find that with Bob. Before Bob, I was late to everything. I was late. I'd be late for my own funeral. Late for everything. Bob would ride me and ride me and ride me and ride me about being on time. And it really changed how I attend things. I want to be on time. I want to be a little early. I want to make sure I'm getting there when I need to get there. I hate being late anymore. Bob really changed that in me. Something else he said that men only have their words. Their words are bond, and they really has gone away from this current time frame that we live in, and that as we go through the world, all you have is your word. If you say you're going to do something, you need to do something. And I've really tried to implement that in my life. If I say I'm going to do something, I really try to make sure that I do what I say I'm going to do. It really makes me upset when I can't fulfill the promise that I've made by saying I'm going to be there or do something for somebody. If I say it, I'm going to make every effort I possibly can to make that happen. And Bob's really instilled that in me, and that's something I'll never forget about Bob. So outside of Freemasonry, when I do get a little free time, and I say little because my calendar does stay quite full. So when I do something for me and outside of there, I'm usually trying to fish a little bit. Got a bass boat that I've not had in the water yet. So I'm looking forward to getting that in the water this year or after next year. I do like old cars. I'm a big fan of hot rods. I've got a 68 Mustang that I'm tinkering with. Hopefully I'll find some more time for that once I'm out of line at the shrine to get some of that done. I do like to go out and shoot a little bit. I've got several pistols and some long guns, and I like to go out and target shoot a little bit and enjoy that time. I like firearms. If I had some more time later on in life, going back to school, I like to go back to school and do some more education for myself. Go back and get a history degree. That's something on my bucket list of something I want to get done. But I got to find some time for that. And once I'm out of line at the shrine and enjoying my shrine retirement, I might find some time for that. Why Freemasonry? Freemasonry because of the fellowship.